Hey, Soulful fam. I hope y'all are all having a fantastic week. Happy Monday. I hope your weekend was absolutely amazing. I'm really, really excited about today's video because we have a lot of exciting things happening this week and next month and the month after that. We're starting the week off and the year off really strong, and I'm really happy that all of you are here to be on this journey with me. So let's get into it. First things first, I still have my Christmas tree up, so let's just not even talk about that. At this point, I think I might just put some Valentine's Day hearts on it, and and we're gonna turn into a Valentine's Day tree. Okay, so a couple things. Soulful Reset is starting on February 1st through March 17th. So it's a 45-day mindful, soulful reset. And as you guys can see in the email, there's a flyer to go along with it. And there's just a couple rules. Like if you've ever heard of 75 hard, it's kind of like that, but for your mindset, for your emotional mindset, for your spiritual mindset. And it's going to set us on the right path for Soulfully Made Retreat. So for Soulful Reset, we are going to a couple rules of how to play. First things first, make your bed every morning. There's a lot of science backed behind just the simple action of making your bed every morning. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Second thing, three things that you're grateful for every single day. You can write them in your phone, preferably write them down on paper, but if you're short for time and you forget, writing it down in your phone is perfect. Just taking a few mindful moments to really reflect on what it is that you're grateful for. Being intentional about what you eat. So we're not trying to stick to a diet, we're not trying to cut anything out, but instead we're just being intentional about what we're putting into our bodies, because everything that you put into your body is going to be a direct reflection of how you operate in your day. Your gut is your second brain. So just be aware in these next 45 days of what you're putting into your body and how it makes you feel after you eat it, because we all have those moments of like we indulge and we want the Oreos, or we want the cake, or we want the ice cream, or we want the french fries, or we want the chips. And that's great. Like we can absolutely snack, but what does it make you feel like after you've eaten it? Next thing, drinking 1 gallon of water per day. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's a lot easier said than done. If you just start in the morning and just let yourselves drink it throughout the day, at the end of the day, you'll be like, whoa, did I really do that? Next thing, 1 hour of movement every day, except for our rest day. And we'll get to that in a minute. But 1 hour of movement, that could be 30 minutes of walking, 30 minutes of yoga, dance, running, lifting weights, whatever it is that you can just let your body move for 1 hour every day. Breath work and meditation for 10 minutes a day. We can do this together. As far as doing breath work and meditation, just set yourselves a timer. Maybe it's in the morning. Maybe you let yourselves get up 10 minutes earlier in the morning, just taking mindful breaths and letting yourselves be quiet and be still for 10 minutes. That's it. Read 10 pages per day or listen to a podcast, whichever one. Preferably if the podcast is something uplifting, inspiring. But again, 10 pages per day or listen to an uplifting podcast. This one is one of my favorites. Get out of your comfort zone just one time per week. So that can mean going out to lunch by yourself. Maybe you're at work and on your lunch break, you go out to eat by yourself. Doing something that is uncomfortable for you. Just something that will allow you to move out of that comfort space that we love, love, love to sit in. Rest day. 1 day a week is a rest day. So no movement. You don't have to move for an hour. You don't have to do anything like that. But just 1 hour, 1 day a week that you rest and you're present with yourself. You're present with your family. You're present with your friends, whatever it is. But just allowing yourselves, your body, your mind, a moment to just rest and take a chill pill. And last but not least, it says pray every night before bed. If you're not into prayer, that's absolutely okay. Maybe you're more spiritual. It could be as simple as just saying, thank you, universe, for keeping me safe today. Thank you for getting me home today. That's it. Just allowing yourselves that moment at night before you go to bed to really reflect on that you're still alive, that you're still here, that you made it throughout the day, no matter how bad your day might have gone. So that's our Soulful Reset. It is going to start on February 1st and it's going to go through March 17th. Um, and just a little hack. If you do habit stacking with this Soulful Reset, it'll probably seem a little bit easier. So, like, if you're folding clothes, you could listen to a podcast. If you're on your way to work, you could listen to a podcast. If you're working out, you could listen to a podcast. Um, Things like that will make it easier if you kind of do two things at once. But it's not required, just an option. And so our Soulful Reset is going to set us up for our Soulfully Made retreat. Ah! I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited about this. I cannot even believe that this is happening. And every time I talk about it, my mind is just blown because this was only a dream. And the dream is finally coming to fruition. And it wouldn't have happened without all of you. So thank you so much. Our Soulfully Made Mindset Retreat is on March 18th. It's in Durham. It's a one-day retreat from about 8:30 to 5 o'clock. And we are going to, so first of all, this retreat is happening 2 days before the spring equinox. And yes, I did that intentionally on purpose because you all have heard me talk this year about the new year technically doesn't start until March when spring starts to happen, when things start to come in bloom, when nature stops hibernating. Um, and so this is the perfect time for manifestation. And so this retreat is all about playtime, creativity, discovery, and manifestation. Um, and so for the day, we're going to have an astrologer come speak to us about our astrology charts and what does it mean to be a Virgo? What does it mean that I have a moon rising? What does that even mean? So she's going to come out. She's really excited. And when I reached out to her about this, you guys, she was so excited. She was like, this is the perfect time to do a retreat. Like the energy of the earth is going to support us because it's the perfect time for manifestation. So we are in alignment with everything that needs to happen for this retreat. We're going to have somebody come out and talk about human design charts. If you don't really know what that is, I'm kind of new to it myself, but it's all about like the energetic pathways that flow through your body based on what time you were born and just giving us a better insight of how we can operate in our day-to-day lives. We're also going to do a vision board workshop so we can get creative and map out our dreams for the year. We're going to have an art therapy class led by our very own Lindsay. Maybe you've met her at Alchemy. If you haven't, she's amazing. Lindsay, I love you. We're going to do breath work, meditation, and yoga, of course. Our very own Nicole is going to come and bless us with some sound bowl experiences. And then at the end of the day, we're going to have a live music performance on the patio. Um, and we'll get into that later. But the tickets are going to go on sale today at 5 o'clock. If you want to be a volunteer for the retreat, just let me know. And there will be vegetarian meals provided throughout the day, snacks provided throughout the day. So everything's going to be very taken care of for all of you. I'm so excited. I cannot believe this is happening. So if you have any questions about the retreat, please reach out to me, ask me any questions. One more thing about the Soulful Reset. I'm going to be doing some Zoom meetings throughout those 45 days. It'll probably be like a Zoom meeting once a week just to check in on everybody, give everybody some encouragement and support. So those will be sent out in the email as well. So make sure you keep an eye on that. And finally, your Monday morning motivation for the week. You build confidence and courage by continuously doing things that scare you. You build confidence and courage by continuously doing things that scare you. You're not going to wake up one morning and all of a sudden not have any fears. That's just not how it happens. But if you continue to let yourselves do things that scare you and you move in the direction of that fear, you'll realize that that fear isn't as scary as you thought it was. And then you build up this confidence muscle, this courage muscle to do more scary things. Just like with this retreat, just like with me doing soulful sessions, I was terrified. And most of you have been in soulful sessions with me. I was absolutely terrified. I didn't know what I was going to talk about. I didn't know what direction things were going to go in, but I did it. And like I always tell y'all, if I can do this stuff that I'm doing right here, if I can do this with absolutely no blueprint, with nobody showing me the way, none of that, you all can absolutely do this, especially because I'm always going to be rooting for you. I always have your back. But you never know what you can do until you do it. And I know that's a lot easier said than done, but that's why people say that all the time, just do it, because there's no other way around it. You can't take shortcuts around it. You can't avoid it. I mean, you can, but at the end of the day, then you're going to wonder, well, what could have been? If I'd have just faced my fears, what could have been? Even if you're not sure, let yourself be delusional for just 1 second. Let yourself think, well, what if it does work out? There's people out here that want to help you. The universe wants to help you. And once you take that step forward, I promise you, and I'm saying this from absolute experience, when you take that first step forward, all of a sudden things start to just align for you and they just happen. And I can't explain it any other way than that. Take chances. Don't let your fears keep you shackled to a dream that's not yours. Thank you all so much for being in this community, for believing in this dream, for being on the team. I hope you have an incredible rest of your week. And as always, just know that you are prepared and absolutely capable for anything and every single thing that comes your way.